Can Meghan Markle salvage or save, both they're synonyms, her relationship with Britain?
Well, for the first time since moving abroad in 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have reportedly hired a UK-based PR guru. It's apparently to launch Meghan Markle's latest commercial venture across Europe.
But are they trying to rebuild their relationship with this country? And is it too late? Well, joining us now is the former Royal Correspondent for The Sun, Charles Ray, who thinks that they can't salvage their reputation, and the chairman of one of the UK's leading talent agencies, Professor Jonathan Shalit OBE, who thinks that they can. Professor Jonathan, let's start with you. How can they possibly salvage what is a very low reputation right now?
By doing the right thing. I mean, if Meghan is seen doing good works in the UK, which is very easy for her to do as a part of the royal family, reputations can be changed overnight. I mean, I don't agree that it can't be salvaged. I agree that right now she's not the most popular person in Britain, but she hasn't committed some grievous offence. She's behaved in some people's eyes inappropriately. Other people's eyes, they think that our country's racist. That's a matter for debate between different perspectives. But absolutely, she can change her reputation. I think to suggest that many people have changed and improved their reputations from a bad moment in their life. There are many people on television, the public eye, and politics who have managed to completely change their perception. So absolutely, of course, she can change the perception of herself in the UK.
Charles, is that right? She could change her reputation overnight with a bit of good advice.
I don't think so at all. I think King Canute's got more chance of stopping the tide than whoever this PR guru is has got of actually improving her image in this country. We've gone too far. You know, we've gone through allegations of racism. We've gone through the Oprah Winfrey interview where there were a number of lies made. And you cannot get away from the fact that there is an accusation of racism against members of the royal family, which I totally refute. And yeah, look, we have racists in this country. There is no question of getting away from that. But to actually label the country as a racist country is absolutely wrong by them. Now, if they wanted to improve their image, is she going to come over here if she wants to embrace Britain again? She had the opportunity of doing good works, royal duties, when she was within the family. Why suddenly now, 3 or 4 years later, does she want to do it again? I just don't understand it.
Yeah, Professor Jonathan Shalit, is there a point here that if Meghan Markle really wants to rebuild a relationship with the UK, she can't particularly do it from California?
Well, first of all, it's up to her and her husband to decide where they live. Plenty of people have international reputations who travel around the world. I don't think where she lives is the key issue. It's what she does and where she does it's the key issue. To suggest anybody can't change their reputation. Meghan's a comparatively young lady who, as people get older, they change, and that people's priorities change and their desires change. And presumably she gets old and her children grow up, and Harry wants his children to know their English cousins. Who knows what conversations go on?
Jonathan, do you think they need to scrap the ditch the royal titles and go it alone?
Well, first of all, if people keep on going back to the royal titles, they don't have HRH in front of them. Harry is the son of the king. If you're the son of the king, you're a prince. I don't quite see why. I'm sorry?
They use the crest.
Well, so why shouldn't they use their family crest? Plenty of people who've got a family crest use it. I'd also say this thing about racism. I mean, you just announced your previous story. The government have just appointed an Islamic phobia czar. So clearly the government think there's racism against Islamic people. So Meghan's accusations against the UK, she's not a lone voice because the government's just appointed a czar to deal with it.
Final word to you, Charles Ray. Why don't we remember back to the royal wedding? I hosted a party. I had the bunting out. She was so loved.
Any excuse.
Any excuse for a party. They were both so loved across the country. Why can't they have that again?
Well, they can't have it again. And you're absolutely right, Tom, that when she came over here, she had the easiest passage into the membership of the royal family than any woman, you know, pre-Diana. to be perfectly honest. They went bent over backwards to make her welcome, and she threw it in their faces. And I just hope, Jonathan's just mentioned about an Islamophobic czar. I hope they don't start bringing out a Sussex czar. That would be the end of the days if we had that sort of thing. But the Sussexes cannot just suddenly decide we're coming back. They haven't even apologised for the things that they said about their own family. Forget about what they said about Britain, but their own family, they haven't even bothered to apologise. That's going to be one step.
And I'm not sure Gary Goldsmith in the Celebrity Big Brother house is helping matters, but with his loose lips. But thank you very much, Jonathan Shalit. Always great to speak to you. And, of course, Charles Ray, too. Great debate. Thank you.